Chris, I'm on.
Good, awesome. Hi, Krista. All right, I
Hi,
think we
everybody.
are good now. Um, let's go ahead and go live. Um, oh shoot. Hey, Kim, can you
Yes, ma'am.
give Kim
Kim.
Casoli,
I'm here, yes, ma'am.
can you give me access to the folder?
Sure, I'll email it to you right now.
Okay, you emailed it. I just don't have
Oh,
access.
I see. Okay,
Mhm, mhm. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Art and Public Places Commission meeting on December 23rd, 2025. David, you're driving, right?
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. I just
Oh,
walked in
good,
the,
good, good, good. Okay,
I'm
can you?
sorry. I'm trying to get my life together here. Hold on a second. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Oh,
literally just
hi,
walked
good.
in the door. So, okay.
Okay, cool,
Uh,
wonderful. Can you do the so I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. on December 23rd. David, could you please do the roll call?
Sure. Carissa,
Here.
Cynthia,
Here.
cool. David's here. Lynn's here.
Hmm.
I know Barbara probably is not here unless she mentioned she wouldn't probably be joining this meeting.
Right.
John? No, John?
No, John.
Okay. Joan?
Joan is not going to be here.
Okay. And Jim?
Here.
Okay.
Okay. All righty. Very good. All righty. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda. Is there a motion?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Chris. No,
I'll
we need a,
second. Yep.
can you make the
Oh.
motion?
Oh, yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the
Okay,
agenda.
thank you.
Seconded.
Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. All righty. It's been moved and properly seconded to approve the agenda for this evening. All those in favor, David, can you do the roll call? Sorry.
Carissa,
Yes.
Cynthia?
Yes, John Aronson is on board.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No worries, John.
Hey, John.
David,
Great.
I, Lynn,
Aye.
John. We're approving minutes, John.
Yeah, fine.
Approving the agenda. We're approving the
Agenda,
agenda.
sorry.
Agenda. I'm good with it.
Jim?
Yes, that's good.
Okay. We're good, Lynn.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is to approve. Oh, and I would just want to say, Kim, thank you so much for your work on the agenda. We appreciate it. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the November 25th, 2025 meeting. I will entertain a motion. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the
So moved.
November? Thank you,
Seconded.
Jim.
Seconded.
Thank you, Cynthia. Is there David, can you do the roll call?
Carissa,
Yes.
Cynthia,
Yes.
David, yes. Lynn,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Cool. That's it.
Thank you. Alrighty. I do not have a financial report. Chris, do you have an update for us? I saw that you got a update from the finance office about um the collection of the amount of the hotel tax collected in FY24. We don't have a number for FY25 yet. But I do appreciate that. And I'll go back and look. I have not had a chance to look at it since you sent the email. Um, just because of the holidays. So and we don't have anything to approve this evening that will affect our budget. So we will be sure to have a financial report in January, a full financial report in January. And Chris, I saw that you spoke with Jake, but we did not get an updated report. I did not see one from the finance office.
No, I did not. Finance
Okay.
department is focused on the fiscal year 27 budget right now, which is very timely.
Okay.
I didn't actually ask them for their normal data just because I know they're overwhelmed with that. But we'll have it for the January meeting.
Thank you. Alrighty, is there any old business? Okay, so we have one item of new business. And that is a request from Art Walk to approve the artwork for a mural that will be hung on the Gorman Street side of the Mills Hillman garage. And Chuck Walsh is here. Chuck, are you going to share your screen so that we can see the mural, or should I do that?
And it would be great if you could do it.
Okay, I will do that. While you're talking, I'll go ahead and pull it up.
I was under the impression that the commission had seen the mural and its
They have.
location. And so I'm happy to answer any questions that the commission members may have. And the process that we've gone through with
Okay,
put
commissioners,
this together with the 250th
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah, thank you. Commissioners, are there any questions from commissioners?
No, I think there's going to be a lot of problems with traffic on Gorman Street because tourists will be taking pictures with the background of that amazing mural. I'm being facetious, please.
You're not going to request a traffic impact study, are you?
No, I wouldn't think of it.
Well, we're not here for that.
Good question, John.
We are only here to approve the artwork. So
Yeah.
the actual image that will be hung, that is the only approval. So the historic historic preservation, oh gosh. Chris, give me
Yeah.
the name.
Historic Preservation Commission.
Historic Preservation. Oh, I had it right. Okay. The Historic Preservation Commission will approve all of that other stuff about the traffic and all of the things that may affect the the size of the image and all of that. That will come from the Historic Preservation Commission and not from us. All right, I'm gonna pull up the image now so that members of the public can see it. Share my screen. Here we go. All right. Okay. So there is the image. Chris, you have a question.
Yes, it's not so much a question, but a comment or two. I just want to be precise in how the commission addresses this
Thank
particular.
you. Mhm.
Unlike the grant approval decisions the commission makes or the art selection decisions, in this case, it's a recommendation by the commission, not an outright approval. And And so I just wanted to clarify that the code actually provides that the director shall approve an installation like this, but only upon receiving a recommendation. I don't know if this is an item that changed with the recent code changes, or this has always been the case within the city. But anyway, we're here formally for a recommendation for this particular piece of art.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris, for that clarification. I appreciate that. Okay, Cynthia. So I guess here's what I'll say. I will entertain a motion so that we can have discussion. I'll entertain a motion to on the recommendation to the Director of Planning and Zoning from the Art and Public Places Commission. So Cynthia, do you want to make the motion, or you, because if you have a question, I want to hold it until we have a motion.
I would make a motion if she doesn't.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Cynthia.
Well, this is just a little sidebar, but yesterday was the anniversary of the day that Washington resigned his commission at the State House. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Okay. Jim, would you make the motion? Would you
I
make a
move-
motion?
I move that the commission approve the
Not approve.
to recommend to the director this project. I don't know how to say it if I don't say approve.
Recommend to the
Historic Preservation Commission?
no, we're recommending to the
To
director to offer his approval
to
of
offer-
the
to
of
offer
the
his
of
approval
the image of the image.
of the image.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
I move that we recommend to the director our approval of the image and encourage him to do the same. Thank you.
Second,
Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, are there any questions? I can't see everyone. Let me see if I can make this, change this so that I can see. Okay. I don't know. Let's see.
So may I make
Are
a
there any
comment?
questions? Okay, David, you have a question.
Just a quick
Sorry.
question. Was there was this image picked out of a series of other images, or was it just the only image that was submitted? Just out of curiosity.
We had Art Walk had the choice of a number of images, many of which we hope are put in other locations. Because Washington resigned his commission 250 feet up the street at the State House, we thought this was an appropriate image for the facade of the Hillman Garage. But we have a number of other images, and our artists and our curators made the decision that this one was appropriate for this site, and others obviously will be appropriate for other sites.
Thank you.
Chuck, I want to make a
Oh, no,
comment.
hang on, Jim. Hang on, Jim, please. Are there any other questions? If you have a question, please raise your hand. You can raise your hand physically, Jim, because we can see you on camera if that's easier. Do you have a question? Okay. Thank you. Jim.
I don't have a question. I
Okay.
would like to make a comment. I
Okay.
thought it was really original of you guys to come up with the idea of putting this image on a screen so that it allows a little bit of transparency of light through it into the garage. But also, I think it's just a nice way to display this to protect it from wind and whatever. So I really like the extra effort to come up with this idea. Not to mention the
Jim,
image.
thank you. We've worked with Matt Fleiner, the head of Central Services, who sort of oversees the garage, and with the Department of Transportation of the city. And it allows both light, a substantial amount of light from the other side, and air through the fabric, just as you describe. And so we think it serves lots of purposes without impacting the garage, and the managers of the garage, Medco, have approved the installation as well.
Right. Thank you so much. Cynthia, go ahead. You have a question.
Comment, not a question. I'm
Okay.
just wondering, if folks have been able to watch some of the Ken Burns American Revolution and were able to pick out the Greg Harlan artwork throughout the series. It's incredible. And you can really tell each one of his pieces is so distinctive.
Thank you.
Cynthia, I did, if I can just, and I think maybe we did this when we presented earlier to the commission on the John Paul Jones Ranger, but it's really important to tout the talented artists that we have here in our community. And Greg Harlan is one of the most amazing historical artists. He did 17 commissioned pieces for Ken Burns for his 7-part documentary on the American Revolution. This is not one of them. This is one he has done previously, but this is the kind of artists that this commission hopefully wants to support, and I know you do. We are so fortunate as a community to have them here.
Thank you, Chris Shaw. Chris.
Thank you, Lynn. I wanted to mention that the main subject of this is the mural that will hang from the garage, but there's also a smaller piece, and I would ask Chuck just to discuss that if he could. It's basically the one that references Art Walk and the name of the artist and a brief paragraph. Where will that smaller piece be located?
Maybe the commission would find this interesting. Our previous rendition of this piece had at the bottom 2 logos that indicated Art Walk and the Annapolis City 250th Celebration Commission. The Chief of Historic Preservation, John Tower at the HPC, suggested that if we kept that on the mural, it might be deemed signage. And so we have cut that off the bottom of the mural. And what Mr. Jakubiak is referencing, we will not put a second mural on the garage. We thought that was simply inappropriate. It would have looked like a tail on the dog without the tail connected to the dog. And so we are going to explain the mural and reference the 250th Commission and Art Walk on a panel that will be at the bottom of the garage on a pedestal, where people coming in and out and entering in and exiting the garage will be able to stop and read. So that, Chris, that's how we're going to deal with that. We'll give credit to the 250th Commission on the panel that will be on a pedestal, and we've gotten permission from the city to do that pedestal there at the entrance to the garage.
Okay. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? Okay. I just have a few comments. My first question is to Chris. Chris, has the Annapolis 250 Commission, is it aligned with the Maryland 250 Commission? I know I asked that question in our last meeting, but I wondered if you know the answer now.
Lynn, I don't actually know specifically whether they're aligned or what coordination is taking place between the two.
Okay. All right.
Not
So,
Chris,
okay.
I can tell you that they are in constant conversation. Karma O'Neill's commission and their members are in frequent conversation with the Maryland Commission.
Okay, thank you. So the Maryland Commission is really focused on Maryland's contribution to the history of the nation over the 250 years, envisioning an inclusive, nonpartisan reflection of our past that honors the contributions of all Marylanders. So I'm thinking, if that's the case, if the Annapolis Commission is aligned with Maryland, then I in explaining my vote, because I'm going to vote not to approve the image, I would, and here's why. I would hope that Art Walk would consider a image that is more reflective of the contributions of Annapolitans to the 250 to the nation's 250-year history. One that unites us as the Maryland 250 Commission states as their goals, one that unites us in the purpose to serve, to engage civically, and to shape the future for next generations. What I will say is, as the Maryland 250, as the governor says in the Maryland 250 video, the history of Maryland, our nation, and Annapolis goes far beyond the signers of the Declaration of Independence. The other thing that I'll note is that Washington resigned his commission in Annapolis on, as Cynthia said, the anniversary is today, actually, in 1783. So on December 23rd, 1783, not in 1776. I understand that is a part of our history, but and once he resigned his commission, he went back to Mount Vernon. He returned to Mount Vernon to which is in Virginia, obviously, to return to his life as a farmer and an enslaver. And so I just hope that we would choose an image that is more reflective of Annapolis's contribution to our history, and that's it. Annapolis has more original brick buildings preserved than any other U.S. city. Our street plan is exactly the same as it was in 1776. There are numerous other sites that were built as a part of the American Revolution, including the fort at Horn Point. Horn Point was built in 1776, and maybe even something that reflects protecting the Annapolis harbor from the British during the Revolutionary War. I just hope that I hope that you all will reconsider. And so I will not be voting to recommend the approval from the Director of Planning and Zoning.
Madam Chair.
This is Krista. I have a question, and I'm on a
Sure,
phone,
Krista.
so I can't
Yes,
raise my
go ahead,
hand.
Krista. Thank you.
So, am I correct? Yeah, and I apologize. I was en route from DC to Annapolis to be here, so that's why I'm on the phone. But my question is, if I recall, while I was driving, I think David asked if there was any other image. I also heard Cynthia mention something also, about today being the anniversary of him resigning. And to Lynn's point, I'm kind of questioning this too, as to the significance with regards to the 250 because of the resignation. I also heard that in your discussions that the artist was also involved in the Ken Burns productions and had other images and things that were used for Ken Burns's production with regards to the Revolutionary War. And so I wondered, is it possible at all to to sort of revisit this and look at a couple other images that might be the images that we could approve for this, you know, to have some other options, basically to David's point that, you know, we're only getting one image to choose from. Is there any possibility that we could, you know, look at this again, maybe even put this towards the next meeting in January? I know time is a crunch because it is the 250th, but you know, I am reflecting and kind of listening in to what was said by Lynn. I'm not necessarily stating that we need to do something that's completely contemporary, but to honor the 250th, it seems a little odd that we're doing something with regards to the resignation of Washington, as opposed to something that more honors the 250th of the Declaration and the start of the Revolutionary War. So anyway, those are my thoughts right now at this time.
Thank you, Krista. Cynthia, you have your hand raised.
Yes, Chuck Walsh wanted to respond to your comments.
I know, but go ahead, Cynthia. You go first.
That's all. It's his time.
Oh, that's all you were going to say? Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Chuck, go ahead.
I respect everybody's view regarding this image. I would simply say that there are going to be multiple sites, as this commission knows, regarding the 250th. We've gotten the approval from the Naval Academy to put we gave them a series of to put the John Paul Jones Ranger back on the Naval Academy wall. The artists are currently working on the Clay Street, Calvert Street mural on Atman Glazer, which this commission wonderfully sponsored. We have other sites within the historic district and without, and we believe those will reflect the kind of diversity that this commission and we, Art Walk, want to see exhibited as part of our 250th celebration. We've made the decision that this is the right image for this site. Other sites will have women and other ethnicities who contributed mightily to our American Revolution. We can't do that at each site, but we ask you to consider the whole picture of what we're trying to do. This happens to be the first one, and we are very sensitive to the points this commission has made, and we'll take them into account as we choose art at other sites and are choosing it as we speak.
Okay, thank you.
This is Krista. Can
yeah,
I
go ahead,
interject
Krista.
again, Lynn?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on,
it-
Krista. Let's David has his hand up. Since you've already made a comment, let's let
Okay.
David go
Yep.
first.
Mhm.
I just want to address
Mhm.
Chuck's recent comments. So going forward, as you determine the art for these other sites, will we see the pool of art, or will we see the art that you guys have decided on in a similar fashion with this one? You guys look through a series of pieces and you come up with your recommendation. Going forward for those other installations, will we get to see the other pieces that are been, you know, submitted for those positions, particular locations, or will we see the final results that come out of your committee? Just trying to avoid the same conversation we're having now in terms of, you know,
Well,
just,
let me say respectfully, we did not until tonight, we did not realize that this commission was in the position of selecting content. And we simply did not understand that. But to your question, we believe the Art and Public Places Commission, and I'd let Chris speak to the scope of the jurisdiction, but you have jurisdiction over either art that is on public buildings, the garage, or art that you have funded To the
That's
extent that we put art on private buildings with private funding, of which there will be some,
Right.
this commission will not have jurisdiction over that. But again, I would say this is the first time we've understood you all are in the position of picking and choosing content. And we did not know that until just now.
Understood. Okay.
right. Thank you. Krista,
Can I-
you have,
Can I make a
You-
comment? Yeah.
sure.
I guess what I'm uncertain of, and maybe I need to do a little more research on this project, but I guess what kind of hits me a little bit is if we are trying to make this for the 250th or in celebration along with the 250th, it just kind of sets me off a little bit, that this is a resignation as opposed to Washington accepting the presidency, right? Leading into, something with more of a positive face on it when people are coming in and out of the garage that, oh, they're here in Maryland and wow, there's Washington accepting the role as president in the new country, in the new America, right? So to me, it's like, oh, there's Washington. Oh, he's resigning. Like energetically, it's like Lynn is saying, he's resigning and he's moving on to Virginia. So I'm just like a little bit unclear why this was the one that you chose. Not unclear the artist. The artist, I get it, and there's much reverence and respect for the artist and for the work itself. I just energetically speaking feel for a big parking garage that is maybe the first thing that people are going to see as far as artwork coming in and out of the garage when they're parking, people visiting our state, not so much the residents, because as others have said, there's other sites and the residents know that we're doing art in other places. But for people that are first seeing Annapolis and first coming to our state, it seems to me that it should be something more celebratory of the state of Maryland and our role in the 250, not the resignation of. But that's just my thoughts tonight on this. And I want to put it to the commission too, that if we need to have more discussion on this amongst one another, I'm willing to put this off to the next month if we want to try to do that.
All right.
But
Thank
anyway,
you.
that's my 2 cents.
Thank you, Krista. We do have a motion on the floor. I think I saw Ashley's hand. Ashley, did you have your hand raised?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe that was, I don't know what it was then.
I did.
Go ahead, Jim, you have one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I really didn't want to interject so much, but since Krista asked, the significance of resignation can't really be understated. Historians believe that it was the resignation that really jump-started the democracy that became the United States. And historically, throughout the ages, and even to this day, when commanders of armies have power, even when they fight in the name of democracy, they're very reluctant to give that power up. So the resignation initiated what we have today, essentially, and is the foundation of democracy. So that's the significance of in my reading of history of the resignation. It was really a commencement.
Well, as someone who works at the National Archives and Records Administration Museum, I am very sensitive to the history of the Revolutionary War. Of course, we have the Declaration and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights right there at the National Archives. But again, I'm just hesitant with this tonight, and I almost feel that I do wish I had a little bit more time to think about this before I make my vote. To your point of what you're stating, will the average person be that reflective to know that and to know that significance of what you're saying? I think not.
Thank you. Oh,
I'm a huge Washington fan. I am a Washington fan, and I do believe that there's much importance to this. And if people know much about Washington, they know that he was reluctant to even become president of the United States. He really did want to go back to Mount Vernon and to be with Martha after the war, but he did take that responsibility on. So again, those are my comments, but thank you for
you.
yours as well.
Thank you. So we have a motion on the floor. I would hope that we can call the question.
We already did.
No, it's Jim, can you please allow?
I thought we voted.
We did not vote. We have not voted. We have not voted. We have not voted. So there is a motion on the floor. I'm going to call the question. The motion has been made and seconded to offer the commission's recommendation to the Director of Planning and Zoning to approve the image as requested by Art Walk for the banner to be placed on the Hillman Garage. David, could you please call the roll? Thank you.
All right, Jim,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Lynn,
No.
Krista. Excuse me. Krista.
Chris. Oh,
I guess I'm abstaining because I'm undecided.
then okay. Thank you. That's a no vote, right, Krista?
It's
It's
a
an
no for now
abstention.
vote.
Yeah. No for now. Right. Exactly. Dave, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue, David.
Excuse me, Cynthia.
My most hearty recommendation, and I recommend to all to read Heather Cox Richardson. She's a historian who has written extensively about the significance of Washington's resignation.
Thank you.
Is that a yes?
David.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, David.
Is that a yes? I'm sorry. For Cynthia. I'm sorry.
I said most heartily, my
Okay.
highest recommendation
Got it.
to the sky.
Gotcha. David. I hate to. I'm abstaining as well. I just want some more information, but yeah, I'm abstaining.
Okay. All right. So the motion carries, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we have a tie.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a tie. So
An
the motion.
abstention is not a no
No.
vote. There is 1 no vote and 3 yeses and 2
No.
abstentions.
No. Excuse me, Jim. Excuse me. An abstention is a no vote. Go to Robert's Rules of Order, and you will see that an abstention is a no vote. The motion fails. So,
Unbelievable.
thank you.
Unbelievable leadership.
Well, that's
in my
Robert's
opinion.
Rules of Order. It is Robert's Rules of Order.
It's your leadership that's the word.
Oh my goodness, it's not. It absolutely is not. It is Robert's Rules of Order. Cynthia.
This is Krista. Can I make a
Yes,
motion to read?
I
hang on,
am speaking.
Hang on, Krista. I did
Okay.
call on Cynthia. Go ahead, Cynthia.
In most circumstances, when there is a tie, I believe, and Ashley would be the one to correct me, but I believe that we have another vote to clarify that this is a tie vote. We have 2 abstainers. Quickly
Cynthia, but the
look up
motion
on
fails.
Google.
Cynthia,
it
the
doesn't
motion
fail.
fails.
Let's have
So
a
we would
revote.
need another motion. We would need another motion. We would need
We
another
don't have a
motion.
full commission.
We do.
have
We have a
2
quorum.
people
We
absent,
have a quorum.
and then
It
we
doesn't
don't have an
matter.
at-large member.
We have a quorum. We have a quorum. So it doesn't
We
matter.
have taken up so many people's time. I think it's only just and right that we give and honor and respect their time to come before us to get a recommendation. Mr.
And we
Chris
voted.
Jakubiak has worked hard on this.
Excuse
And
me, Cynthia.
Can I
Excuse
step
me.
in, please?
Stop interrupting.
Here we
To
go.
respect their time. and I say we should have a revote.
Well,
Quickly,
then you make
people,
Can I
another
make
Google
motion.
a suggestion?
Then you make
Google
another,
the
then you make
significance
another
of
motion, Cynthia.
Washington's resignation.
Cynthia, you
Google
make
the
another motion.
significance. Okay, I say once again that we vote on whether to proceed with the recommendation that the Planning and Zoning Commission Department Chair has put before us. Do
No,
we have a
that's
second?
Can I
not the
make a
recommendation.
Can I
He
make
has
a
not made a
statement?
recommendation to us. We make a recommendation to him. He has not made a recommendation to us.
Mm.
We make a
The
recommendation.
motion is, I make a motion that we revote on this recommendation that has been put before us by the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay, that is not, okay. That is not.
Point of order. Point of order.
Hang on,
Can I make-
Krista. Hang on just for
No.
1 second. I'm going to call on you. I know you can't raise your hand. I am going to call on you. Hang on a second.
I want to be
Cynthia-
called on before we make a vote. Before we vote
Yeah,
again.
we will. I am. We're not, because that motion is not in order. So we need a motion that would be in order. Krista and then John.
All right, I make a motion because we are missing Barbara and we are missing Joan, that, and maybe other people too as well, but again, I came into the meeting a little bit later. I know that Joan and Barbara are not here. I think this is a very important piece. I think this is a very important decision. I am hearing everything that Cynthia is saying and her passion, and I'm appreciating that. And I would like to take that into consideration. And the fact that we have 2 members that are not here. And I think it is a responsibility of us and with leadership that we take this seriously. So I make a motion that we put this to another vote at the January meeting.
Okay.
To discussion
Is there
and
a
a vote
second?
at the
I'm
January meeting.
I'm sorry. Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Thank you. John.
Lynn, is this technically a motion to reconsider or is this a new motion?
This is a motion to reconsider. This is a motion to reconsider at our January meeting.
I believe that a motion to reconsider can only be brought by somebody that voted with the majority.
But there was no majority.
Well, the
was a
motion
tie.
failed, so there was a majority.
There wasn't no majority.
It's
Well-
3-3.
There was a tie.
But a
Sorry.
tie means a
Robert's
tie means
rules,
the
not
mo-
me,
a
it's
tie
Robert's
means the
rules.
motion fails.
Right,
So
the
the
motion
people that
failed.
voted technically against the motion, it would have to be one of those that makes the motion to reconsider.
Well, technically, she did vote against
Okay,
it.
well then, okay, let me backtrack this then. If it's
Amend your
in the
motion. Go
best
ahead, amend your
interest-
motion.
I'm going to amend my motion that this be added to the agenda to discuss this piece when we meet again in January with Barbara and Joan, because there was a tie. Because there
Thank
was
you.
a tie.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
creating a
Is
new
there a
motion.
second? I'm sorry,
I'll
Okay.
second it.
Sorry, I can't recognize you now because we have a motion on the floor.
I'll second it.
Is there a second? John seconded. Cynthia, do you have a question related to Chris's motion? Or a comment?
Yeah,
related
I
to
do,
Chris's motion?
because this is time sensitive. Do you realize July 4th, 2026? This is almost a 6-month window to finish these projects. This is very, very time sensitive. We can't keep dragging our feet and causing delays. We need to make a decision tonight. And I can only say, please Google the significance of what this mural represents. I don't think that some of the members of our commission really have a clear understanding of the historic significance in this time in our democracy. Do you
Okay,
hear
thank
what
you,
I'm
thank you.
saying?
Yes, Cynthia, I absolutely hear you. And I absolutely, Chuck, I'm sorry, there's a motion on the floor. You cannot speak. I I absolutely understand the significance of Washington's resignation. I understand that he did it at the State House in Maryland. I also understand that when he resigned his commission, he went back to Mount Vernon, to Virginia, to return to his life as a farmer and an enslaver. So that is significant to me. So David, I'm sorry, someone else had their hand up. Cynthia, I'm sorry.
You do realize that many people
I
around
understand.
the world, no, I'm
Cynthia,
replying to you. Do you realize, Julian, at this current time, many people around the world do not consider the United States a democracy, and that is fact.
I'm sorry, that I'm sorry, that doesn't have anything to do with the discussion we're having right now. David.
Point of
Did you have your
order,
hand
can
up?
I make
I'm
a
sorry.
comment
Hang
here?
on, Krista. David, did you have your
No,
hand
I
up?
didn't have my hand up. I'm good.
You did or you did not?
No.
Okay, Krista, go ahead.
Okay, could I make I don't know if it's right to do a point of order here or not, but I feel like there's some heated energy here. I think we need to just take a breath. And Cynthia, to your point, this is very serious, and I support you on that. I take my role really seriously here. I also want to hear what Joan has to say. I want to hear what Barbara has to say about this. And I appreciate this work, and I appreciate the importance of the resignation of Washington and the history that goes along with it. But absolutely, 100% do. But again, I think it would be best if we have all of our members present when we make this decision, because this is going on a major building, that parking lot, which has had some controversial issues within the city. And I just want it to be when we say yes, or if we do say no, whichever the decision is, I want us to be inclusive as a commission, and I want us to really think about this. And I feel like it needs to have a little bit more time and the vote. I get that you're saying about there's a time crunch here, but if we put this as first thing on the agenda and we can give them an answer and have some discussion from Joan and Barbara and all of us here, take some time to really think this through. I need more time. I was really on the fence of a yes versus abstaining. So I'm leaning towards a yes, maybe, but I want more time. And I want to hear more from Joan, and I want to hear more from Barbara. Okay,
thank
so
you.
that's where I'm coming from. And I really do want us, it's the Christmas season. I know everyone's passionate about politics and everything going on, but I really do want us to just be really respectful in how we're treating one another at these meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Krista. Thank you. And I completely agree with you. And please, everyone here, know that I understand the significance of Washington resigning his commission. Okay, I do understand it. I understand the significance of the Revolutionary War. I get it. When Washington resigned his commission, it gave the power to the civilians instead of to the army, to the military. I get it. I understand. But I have issue with the image. Okay, there's a motion on the floor. David, I'm going to call for the question. Can you call the roll, please?
Can you restate the motion?
The motion is to consider the I'm sorry. The motion is to
reconsider.
No, not to reconsider. It is not a motion to reconsider. It is a motion to consider this again at our meeting.
Wait, let me make the motion. This is
you
Krista.
made the motion. Go ahead, Krista.
Can you repeat
your motion?
I make a motion that we add.
No, you already had a motion. You have a motion. You have a motion. You can't make another motion
you're trying to
if you have a
out.
motion. So yeah, can you just repeat
your
motion?
but what I'm trying to clarify what the motion is.
Yeah, I'm just saying repeat your motion.
What my motion is. My motion is to bring this back up when Joan and Barbara are here in January where we can have another discussion, being inclusive of all of the AIPPC members, to then take this up, make it first on the agenda, and then to vote on it.
Okay, thank you. All righty. David, can you call the roll, please?
Jim,
Aye.
John, John,
John, your mic's
You're
off.
on mute. You're on mute, John.
Aye.
Lynn,
Aye.
Cynthia,
I say, yes, I do agree. Respect for our presenters, respect for the staff who has spent a lot of time on this, and moving it up, delaying it, dragging our feet is not the right approach. And we have to be respectful of the time of others. But I do want this to come up in January. I do not want this to be a failed effort.
Thank you. Thank you.
Krista,
Go ahead, David.
Krista,
Aye.
David, aye.
Thank you. The motion carries. We will
Reconsider.
review at our next meeting. Yes, Chuck.
You can't accept anything I say to you. That's unbelievable.
Commissioner, I just want to say, you all have decided how to deal with this. I just want to say that these projects at the various sites are extremely time sensitive. You've made your decision, but these delay when we can fabricate, when we can install, and I don't know that this is appropriate tonight, but I hoped it would be that we would get your approval, because we now have the Navy approval to put the John Paul Jones on the Navy wall. You ask us to demonstrate that approval. The Navy has given it in a formal letter to us. They have done the research on the issue of the John Paul Jones, and they are satisfied with the history of the Ranger, and want to put that image back on the wall. If we could get your blessing to do that tonight, that would at least—
Not on the agenda. Sorry, it's not on the agenda, Chuck. That is not on the agenda. And
Can we move
I do believe.
amend the agenda
Hang on.
and
Hang on.
include it?
I'm sorry. Hang on. First of all, the conditions of the approval were not that the Naval Academy approve the image. The conditions were that the request come back to us with the clarifying how the ship was used after it was sold. That was the condition. So when we have that before us, then we can consider it. We can place it on the agenda, but we cannot place it on the agenda until we have a response to our conditions.
Just so, may I just say, I understand the commission wanted to see that. Maybe the commission could tell me, the Naval Academy has picked from among the numerous options that you saw in December. They have picked the John Paul Jones Ranger. They have authorized us to put it on the wall at Gate 1.
Thank you. I hear you.
Let me finish, because we need to understand what, and they have done the research. By the grace of God, one of their curators at the Naval Museum is writing a book on John Paul Jones and the Ranger, and they are satisfied that the history of John Paul Jones and the Ranger is such that they are pleased to have it back on their wall. What more can we provide this commission?
What we can provide the commission is what happened to the Ranger after the Navy sold it. That was the condition of the funding, because you want us to pay for it. So the condition of the funding is that you come back to us so that we know what the history of the ship is before we fund painting it on the Naval Academy wall. That's the issue
The
there.
history
So,
after it finished, after the British captured it.
That's after it. You said that the ship was sold.
No, I didn't say that. The British captured it, and I think it was ultimately decommissioned and sold. I don't know.
It was decommissioned and sold, right?
I don't know that
What does that have to do with the time period that's being discussed about the
Jim,
John
that
Paul
was the
Jones
condition.
on the Ranger?
I'm sorry, Jim. That was what we voted on. It was voted and approved in our last meeting. That is the condition.
This is
sorry, I mean,
Krista.
you may not agree with it, but that is hang on, Krista. That is what we voted on and approved. And it is a condition.
I'd like to
the
make
funding.
a motion.
Krista,
I'd like
hang
a
on.
motion. Like,
hang on, Krista. Hang on. You can make a motion, but first of all, Cynthia has her hand up, and I am speaking.
I just want to add it to January's agenda.
No, we can't. There's nothing to add to the January agenda because we need, once we have those conditions, then we can consider it. But we can't consider it until they have responded to the conditions. We will put it on the agenda if we have a response. Cynthia, you have something.
Obfuscation and nonsense. I don't understand.
Madam Chair, in many times in the past, we have suspended the rules. I say we suspend the rules and add this item to the agenda because it, once again, is time sensitive. This is
Cynthia,
exactly—
we already voted on it.
You cannot interrupt me. You cannot interrupt me. Okay?
I can't interrupt you. And I
No,
am,
you can't.
because we already—
I'm speaking.
Excuse me.
Regain my time. I asked to regain my time.
Okay, you are out of order.
I'm addressing Kim. I'm
You cannot
addressing
address
Kim.
Kim.
Please.
You cannot
Yes,
address
I
Kim.
can.
No, you cannot.
You're out of order. Just be quiet.
I'm sorry,
for a minute and
Cynthia,
let her speak.
please. We voted on the item. There are conditions to the funding. Once we have the answer, we can then they can get the funding. But until we have the answer, they cannot get the money. That's all. That's all. So
Madam Chair, are you done? May I speak?
They can paint anything on the wall. Hang on.
May I speak?
Hang on.
May I speak?
Hang on.
May I speak?
You may.
May I speak?
You may in just a moment.
May I speak?
Go ahead, Cynthia.
May I speak? This is a question I'm addressing to the recording secretary.
She is not the recording secretary. She is a staff person.
She recorded our minutes.
She is not the recording secretary.
Our minutes.
She is not the recording secretary.
May I finish?
Staff person.
May I finish?
I'm telling you.
May I finish?
Go ahead.
I believe you can review the minutes, and in the minutes you will see that the decision was that we were awaiting the Naval Academy's approval before we gave our consent.
That is not the condition. That is not the condition.
No, read the minutes. Read the minutes. Read the minutes. That is not what the minutes say. We need to have it clarified, and we need to go ahead and approve. This is a time-sensitive issue. It is the exact same mural that is currently on the wall. The Naval Academy approved it. HPC approved it. So we have no reason to delay. We did not discuss the history and the dispensation of when the ship was sold. It is in our minutes. We can review it, either the written minutes or in the video. And I suggest we do that.
Well, it's one way to end a meeting when the chair walks out, I guess. I don't know. Where is she?
Go
Well, we-
ahead,
David, are
John.
you still
We're
there?
wasting time.
David, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm sorry. I was coughing. I have a cold, so I'm off camera.
I'm actually tempted to hop off this meeting right now because I feel like this is number one, just that the intensity of the back and forth is too much. And so I make a motion that we discontinue this meeting at this point right now.
I'll second.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That is incredibly disrespectful of the time that all of our attendees have arranged 2 days before Christmas to have this meeting. I say we
Then
proceed,
Cynthia,
we make a decision.
maybe
We
maybe
make
you
a
need to think
decision.
about your tone then at these meetings, because your tone in these meetings is too much. And that's it. I just, I wanted to make a motion to bring up the Ranger at the same time as next month with Joan and Barbara on board. And you are insisting and insisting and insisting to get a vote tonight. And I just don't see that it's going to happen. And I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to keep my tone in an ease, because these are really important things that need to be decided.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm
out
sorry.
of respect,
Go ahead,
out of
Kristen. Sorry.
respect to our speaker, I do believe that this also needs to come in to vote next week when we have Joan and we have Barbara. I am very encouraged to hear that the Naval Academy is on board and that they want the Ranger again. That was a component that I was needing at the last meeting. Lynn had a component that she wanted to know the history of the Ranger as to what happened after it moved on. And that was also compelling for me too. So that information needs to come into the meeting. They're going to hopefully go back, get that information from the historian. Maybe even the historian at the Naval Academy can provide that at the next meeting. And then we can give them a quick vote at the very beginning of the meeting.
We don't have to
And
vote,
if we
Krista,
need
because
to-
we don't have to vote. We don't have to vote. we
Wait, Lynn, hold on. You stepped away. What I was
No, I didn't step away.
suggesting is that,
Go
oh
ahead.
my God.
Go ahead.
I'm going to hop off and leave. And maybe other members of this meeting are going to hop off and leave too, because the acceleration of tone is too much at these meetings. We have to do better.
Lynn,
Okay.
we have a motion
And what
to
I was
adjourn
stating-
on the
I know we
floor
do.
that's been seconded.
I don't think there's. I don't believe there's a motion on the floor.
Yes,
Yes,
we
there
have a
is. To
motion.
adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn the meeting. You stepped
Oh,
away.
we have a. I'm
and I
sorry.
made a
I didn't step
motion.
away. My computer died. I'm sorry. I lost connection. So there's a motion to adjourn. I did not know there was a motion to adjourn. If there's a motion to adjourn, is there a second?
It's been seconded.
Okay. All in favor of adjourning the meeting? David, can you do the roll call, please?
Jim,
No.
John,
Aye.
Lynn,
Aye.
Cynthia,
No.
Krista,
Aye.
David, aye.
Motion carries.